Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show you in a short video the process of removing all of the tile floor that we had in our Class A RV when we first bought it. As you can see here, we had already done some work, mostly painting. We had also removed some of the carpet, all of the carpet from the bedroom had already been removed, and we were working our way to the front of the RV. Something that we really liked, and one of the reasons why we decided to buy this RV in particular, is that everything was in such a good condition that it immediately caught our attention. So we knew that even though we wanted to do renovations, that wasn't going to be a factor that would stop us from living in the RV. So if anything delayed the renovation that we had planned, we knew that if we had to, we could start living in the RV from the first day. And the floors were not the exception. For example, the carpet was in really good condition to where if we wanted to keep it, all we had to do was just a deep clean and that was it. It didn't have any foul smells, nothing. Like, this RV honestly was such a good purchase, and we thank the previous owners for having taken such a good care of this rig. Something, however, that we definitely did not like about the design or the materials used in this RV is that for some reason there were three types of floor in place. So in the bedroom and in the front of the RV we had carpet, then we had tile in the bathroom and part of the kitchen, and then in the dining room area of the kitchen we had the stick up vinyl. So we definitely wanted to get rid of all of those different types of floor, besides the fact that we didn't really like it. That is something that makes the process so much easier. If you guys are thinking or have been thinking about changing or upgrading your RV floors, a factor that you should consider is whether you want to have one floor running through the entire RV or have different types of flooring, because that will alter the cost of installation and also the cost of the materials. We decided to go the easy and simple route, which is to have just the same type of floor running from the bedroom all the way to the front of the RV. And it may sound silly, but up until this point, we did not know whether we had actual tile or any other type of material as the floor for the kitchen and the bathroom. We were honestly confused about it since we had so many different types of floors. We didn't know what to expect, and this was also our first RV, so we weren't sure that this RV being so old, it had tile, but it did. And this being tile, they used cement to glue it down, which made the removal process a little bit more difficult for us, and it took more time for us to do it, because when we were trying to lift up the tiles, as you can see, they would break down into smaller pieces, but the layer that was under the tile would not lift up. So we had to figure out the way to remove all of that And later on we come up with a solution, so stay tuned for it, because this may be something that can help you guys out if you decide to do a project like this on your own. We were also very happy that while removing the floor, we did not see any part of the subfloor damaged. And that is a really good sign, because we know that our rig, even though it is 27 years old, it will last for a really long time. And on this particular day, we had one of our van life friends visiting us. This is how we like to call him, our Russian friend. And no, he's not Russian, he's actually Cuban, but his name sounds Russian to us, so it's easier for us to just call him our Russian friend than by his true name. So he gets it, he's totally fine about that. And yeah, he's part of our van life family. For those of you that are new to our channel, we, before buying the RV and becoming RV lifers, we were van lifers. We had a Ford E350. We have some videos of us building the van, and also we have a full tour video of the van that I'm going to link in the description if you want to go ahead and check it out. But anyhow, going back to the video, we decided it was also a good time to show him around. He was excited for us and wanted to see everything that we had done up until this point on the RV. That is the old dining table that came with the RV. It was missing the middle part, so that's one of the reasons why we decided to get rid of it. And this probably happens to a lot of you guys out there, that you start with the plan of just doing one thing, but then it turns into another thing. And on this day, we ended up removing the dining table as well, because of course we had to remove the floor under it, and it was just easier to take it out at that point. We had no idea what we wanted to do for this space yet, but we knew that we wanted this table out, so we went ahead and also removed it. And something that we do, and you will see us time and time again doing when we work, is that we always try to pick up everything almost immediately. That's why we have the trash bag close at hand. And that is a recommendation, a pro tip that we want to give you guys today, is to try and keep things organized and the trash out of the way as soon as possible. And this will help you guys in two ways. One, it will make the pickup process or so much faster. At the end of the day, if you have a lot of trash laying around and you're already tired, it will be more difficult to get all of the work done. and you will have trash piling up every single day. And when you come back to finish the work on the next day, you will have to start by removing all of the trash and then getting to work. So by doing it this way, you don't have to deal with that. And number two, also, it is easier to move around the space, especially when you have limited space like it is a van or an RV. Having the trash in the middle of the way is just a disaster. So if you do it this way, I assure you that the workflow will be so much faster, so much easier on you, and psychologically speaking, when things are organized, it will also help you be less stressed. So that's a pro tip that we want to share today. And all throughout this process, if you pay close attention, you will see that we kept checking the subfloor to make sure that it had no damage. As soon as we saw this watermark, we were kind of nervous about it because we didn't know if there was anything going on under the floor. Water damage in RVs is very common, and also floors having to be replaced because of water damage is another big issue for RVs. So we wanted to make sure that if we had to fix the subfloor, we could do it before putting up the new floors. Thankfully, this watermark had nothing to do with the rest of the subfloor. It seemed like something had spilled over the carpet and then it ran under the carpet to the subfloor, but it was really old. It did not feel damp or wet, and it wasn't soft or anything like that. So we were really lucky that we did not find any water damage. Another pro tip that we want to share on this video is that if you get stuck on something as we did with the tile floor, you should move on to something else and then come back to it instead of getting stuck for a long time. This will help you out as you will get whatever is easier to do out of the way, And then you can come up with new ideas, as Javi did in this occasion. He had not thought about using the rotary hammer or chippy hammer as some people know it. And after just removing the rest of the floor, he just pulled out this tool and came back to it. Warning, when using this tool, please wear eye safety glasses, eyewear for protection of your eyes. As you can see, something got into Javi's eyes. Do as we say, not as we do. He was fine. We didn't have to go to the doctor or anything like that, but just be aware that this can happen when you use this type of tools. Something else that you have to be careful with is that this is a very powerful tool that can damage the subfloor. So you have to be very careful and have control over the tool so you don't damage the subfloor. As you can see, as soon as we used it, it worked like a charm because we were able to remove the entire piece in just one take. The problem that we were having before is that the small tiles were being removed, but they would break away from the cement that was underneath. With the chippy hammer, we were able to do this in just a few minutes. So use your tools if you have them. If not, you can ask a friend or, just do whatever you can to make the process faster and easier. And for the areas where we wanted to have more control, for example, we wanted to be very careful with removing all of the tile around our shower pan because we did not want to change the shower or anything like that, so we wanted to be really careful not to break it. Then you want to use your smaller hand tools, not the power tools. If they come out of control, then you could ruin a lot of other things, and honestly it's better to be careful. So once we had all of the more delicate areas out of the way, we went back and used the chippy hammer again. And again, as Javi was lifting up the tiles, I kept coming back to remove all of the trash away. And again, this is the way that we like to work. It helps us keep the space opened up and the area clean and organized, and that at the end translates into working faster. So if you are a person that has been struggling with keeping things out of the way, just try to do it this way. Keep your trash bags at hand and just start removing as fast as you can. At the end of the day, you don't have to pick up anything. You just have to put these trash bags in the can. And you guys are seeing a special footage of the first time ever that I worked with a chippy hammer. So yeah, this is, you guys are part of my history and my core memories. Yeah, that was the first time that I ever used one of these tools. Whenever possible, Javi pushes me to try new tools and stuff, so I appreciate it because he's forcing me to try these things and to be more handy, although sometimes I don't really like it, but you know, it's part of the job. And that is it for today's video. We want to thank you all for being here. As always, you can leave your comments and let us know what you think about this part of the process. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Javi and Eli Travels. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.